Hi, this is John from Cobrowse.io, and today I'm going to demonstrate the Cobrowse.io integration with Genesys Engage Workspace Web Edition, or WWE. Here on the right side of the screen is the Cobrowse website, where we will act as the end user and we will initiate some live assistance and web chat. My name is Bill Murray. My email is bill@example.com, and we'll go ahead and start the chat. On the left side of the screen is Workspace Web Edition, where we're logged in as an agent and we're on queue, and we're going to accept the chat message. All right, so the agent can respond, and the end user can respond. Okay, the first thing I'll show you is we have the Cobrowse Request button right in the web widget. We'll go ahead and request Cobrowse. The agent will see that customer requests a Cobrowse session with the session code and can type it in right here, 143322. Once that's typed in, the end user will get a support request and they will allow it. That will initiate the Cobrowse session. Now we have real-time screen share, so as the end user is scrolling through the page, the agent can see it in real time. If the end user navigates to different parts of the website, the agent will see that in real time. The agent has a laser pointer tool to point things out, a drawing tool to circle things on the page. In this case, we've enabled the remote control or write function, and we've set the account so that it requires the user's consent. We'll go ahead and initiate remote control. We'll see the remote control request come, we'll allow it. And now the agent is the one that can scroll for the end user. The agent can navigate the site. The agent can type and fill out forms. You do have the option to determine what can the agent do or can't the agent do. Can the agent fill out a form but potentially not submit the form? All of that is possible with Cobrowse.io. We'll go back to the laser pointer tool. Well, I'll point out you do see the blue cursor moving around as the agent is controlling. All right, and let's go ahead and end the session. Now, looking a little bit lower on this integration, we do see the devices listed with its real-time status where it's online and a one-click to connect button here. So that's another way that the agent can initiate the session, especially if they're already chatting with the user. They can just click the one-click to connect button, and that will do the same thing. The support request will come, the end user will allow it, and the session will begin. Showing you a little bit more, I'll initiate it one more time, and we'll hit the connect button. And we've got a support request coming across. This is our default user interface, but this user interface and every other bit of user interface is very easy to customize. For example, translate this message to a different language or completely change its branding, its styles, its colors. It's very easy to modify with a little bit of JavaScript. When we allow it, we also see the End Cobrowse Session button on the bottom of the page. Again, this user interface and all other user interfaces is very easy to customize, but we do provide some default user interface that many customers like to use. Let's end that session. And again, we're back where we started. You'll see the device listed here, and then we have a history tab showing the historical sessions with that user. So in this case, we've got session recording enabled. I'll go ahead and click one of these recordings that I've done, and we'll see a complete audit trail of everything that happened in that session. This one was pretty basic. If I go back a little bit further, I can see that maybe a few more actions were happening in that other session. Okay, let's go back to the Smart Connect button, and I'll go ahead and connect again, show you a few more features of Cobrowse.io. We'll allow it. And one extra feature is that potentially the end user wants to share something that's outside of this website. Maybe there's a PDF that they've downloaded Maybe there's a third-party payments gateway, something like that. Maybe they want to share their entire desktop. In that case, we have a full device feature that is enabled for this account. So the agent can request full device. The end user will allow that request. And then at that point, we'll see a dialog like this where the end user can pick what they want to share. Do they want to share their entire screen, or maybe they want to just share an application window? In this case, I'll share my music. So my music application is now here, and it's being shown in real time. Now I'll turn off full device mode, go back to where we started. Now, the agent may want to pop this tab out, and so they can click the pop out button in the top right. This will pop out the session into a new tab, which can be detached if you'd like. And just to show you, everything is mirrored in real time in the popped out tab and also in the original sidebar location. So sometimes if the agent is typing, it's helpful to have a quick glance at what's going on. Other times they want it to be full screen. I'll go ahead and end the session here. In the case of a phone call, we do recommend using the support codes. The agent can instruct the end user to read them the code, and the agent will just type that in. And the last thing I'll show is if we just load up some of the Cobrowse account settings, I'll just share some of those options. Actually, I'll do that over here on the right side of the screen. Close this tab and make this a little bit bigger. And just to walk you through some of the options that you have for the accounts, we've got agent-initiated sessions. Can your support agents initiate a screen share with the user? That's the one-click to connect button. If that's disabled, the only way to initiate sessions is using the 6-digit codes. Do you require consent for the connection? Do you allow the full device toggle, where I shared my Spotify music player? Or the user might share their entire screen, a PDF, a third-party payment gateway. Do you want your agents to have remote control enabled? If so, do you require consent for remote control? And do you record sessions? Do you have an audit trail of what's happened in this session? And then there's also some other features here that we could go into more detail with. The redaction features, where you're able to redact sensitive data on the page, and an account level audit trail. When account level settings are changed, we have a full audit trail of that as well. All right, so yeah, thanks a lot for taking a look at our Cobrowse.io integration for WWE Workspace Web Edition. It lives right in a tab here within your Workspace Web Edition interaction. It's compatible with chat interactions, phone interactions, or any other interaction. And please let us know if you have any questions.